Thanks for a minute of your time to talk about the HarvestNet School of Ministry. If you're at all like us at HarvestNet, we sit around and think about what God's doing in these days, and it can lead to some exciting propositions, right? To be a generation that pursues the heart of God, captures what God is doing in these times. We're looking for a revival. But I don't know about you, sometimes as beautiful as those large moves of God are, it comes down to what we read about in Exodus 3, where God says this will be my name for all generations. Am I not the God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob? So here's God ready to launch into one of the greatest movements we've ever seen, leading the people out of Egypt. And he reminds Moses, hey, I'm about people, and I'm about people becoming who they're meant to be in my move. And that's what we believe at HarvestNet School of Ministry, that if we're going to see a move of God, we're first going to see God work in his people. Now, we believe that HarvestNet School of Ministry might be right for those of you who are asking certain questions in these days. Questions about, hey, what's it mean to hear the voice of God? Or what's it mean to live into this phrase that we hear so often, to live naturally supernatural? Or how do I get a breakthrough and maintain it, and much less lead other into breakthroughs? You might even be thinking, like, I have these spiritual gifts and I know God wants to use them in these days, but I don't know how to cultivate them. I want to give them as much time developing them as I give other things in my life that I'm developing. What's it mean to be a part of a community? How do I live a mentored life, be mentored by others, and learn how to give it away? The HarvestNet School of Ministry gets at these kind of things, trying to create these movements in people that can then become movements in what God's doing in the world. That's what the HarvestNet School of Ministry is about. So if these are some of the kind of questions you're asking right now, the HarvestNet School of Ministry might be something for you to think about in this season.